2016 Cosplay Contest. I am your host for Stirs for the evening, and con staff has wanted me to let you guys know that in the event of this venue closing, we will all meet at the Doubletree in Bloomington. So take a couple minutes, figure out your rides, talk about yourself, we're good. Kayleen, I'm ready with you, right? Yeah. You got this? Yeah. All right. Before we get started, just a quick run through of the categories for you guys tonight. We have 4 categories that you're going to be seeing of the best cosplayers in each of these categories. Of course, we're going to be seeing the beginner cosplayers, which beginners are those who have never won any costume contests or are entering for the first time. And then scrawled in blood is Kayleen's handwriting, and it says, "And get out of this hobby while you still can before it drains every ounce of life from you." Dark. They have pens out there, you don't need to... Anyways, then we're going to see the Journeyman category. And the Journeyman category are those who have won at least one costume contest or cosplay competition, or who haven't slipped the MCs enough $20 bills. Bet you didn't know that there was another way up, did you? Of course, the master cosplayers are those who either make 25% of their income from costume prop making or have won major awards at conventions, or in one case tonight, an actual deal with Satan himself. And of course, the exhibition round is always fun because the exhibition rounds are just those who wish to show off their costumes but do not want to actually be judged and are proud of what they make, which is totally okay, Dad! Sorry, where were we? Guys, again, we are at, before we get started, we are at a new venue this year, of course, for the past 4 years. Anime Fusion was at the Thunderbird Ramada, just outside of the Mall of America, which is no longer with us. And of course, this is a much bigger, more regal venue, so I thought, to get things kicked off, we'd start with a big budget, tech-heavy, cosplay-themed song and dance number! I thought we'd do that, but honestly, we don't really have the budget or the time, and quite frankly, I'm not talented enough to make a cosplay or write something like this. So why don't we just get started with the cosplay contest?
We rehearsed for this, damn it!
Let them dance!
You are a cheap tactic for this convention.
I don't know who any of those people were. Alright, so let's get started with our beginner cosplayers here tonight at the Anime Fusion 2016 Cosplay Contest. Alright, for your first contestant tonight, contestant number 1, please welcome to the stage Uriah Gillespie, straight from the Hidden Cloud Village. Please put your hands up for the real Killer Bee, baby! Yeah!
I'm the real bee, baby. Please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up. Haha. I guess there's this shinobi in all of us. Forget it. Let's all stand up.
Now available on iTunes. All right. For your second contestant of the night, please welcome to the stage Cecilia Longley. Her leg warmers turn into swords. It's Stocking Anarchy! I wish I could pull thigh highs off like that. All right, number 3 in the beginners category. Please welcome to the stage Jessica Peary as Esmeralda from Hunchback of Notre Dame. Very cool, very cool. Next in our beginner category, we have Cheyenne as Rem, the Battle Maid. All right, moving right along is entry number 5 as the Sniper Island in your heart. It's Chris Riddle as Soga King. Very cool. Moving on, we have number 6, Caitlin Newbloom as Daddy's Little Monster. Please welcome to the stage, Harley Quinn. And off she goes to turn her pudding into pudding. All right, next in our beginners category, her compass didn't bring her to Hyrule Castle, but it brought her here. Please welcome, as Linkle from Hyrule Warriors, it's Shino. Next up is entry number 8 in the beginners category. We have Hakuki Saito and Soji, presented by Sugar Song and Bitter Stop Cosplay. Bitter Step, excuse me. If they've got a sword, don't mess up their name. 101 there. All right, next in our beginners category, please welcome to the stage contestants number 9. Dan is a playful and sometimes cocky fox with a great sense of fun, and Windseeker is sometimes sly, awkward, or silly dragon. Together they like to adventure outdoors and find treasure. It's Kaya Saffron as Windseeker and Logan Staley as Don. I think they said that was their first time as a cosplay group, so let's hear that one more time for them. Alright, next, on a break from fighting Grim, I would like to introduce Simone Stark as Ruby Rose. Alright, next we have entry number 12 in the beginner category. I would like to introduce Ren as the brooding elf Fenris from Dragon Age. And next up we have a very proudly made homemade costume. Of course most of these were homemade, but she wanted me to specifically say homemade on this. Please welcome to the stage Erica as Hawk from Dragon Age. 15 in our beginner category. Red like roses fills my dreams and brings me to the place you rest. Please welcome Sean Monson as Ruby Rose. And that wraps up our beginner category, so let's hear it one more time for all of our beginners here tonight. And before we move on, I'd like to to pay a little bit of a tribute to our judges here tonight. Of course, our judges work long hours all day on Saturday. They stay in one room, get very little food and water, and have to deal with more poorly concealed bulges than your average adult film star. I've been counting the Deadpool cosplays here this weekend, guys. Seriously, it's the truth. But of course, first up we have Kayleen. Kayleen is a graphic designer, illustrator, and teacher, and has been cosplaying conventions since 2002. She enjoys the challenges of defying the laws of physics and deconstructing and reconstructing two-dimensional concepts into three-dimensional space. Her favorite types of costume to engineer are variations of uniforms and pseudo-historical fantasy clothing. She will talk at length about her cat, dramas, and books. So thank you very much, Kayleen, for judging for us today. Next, we have Sierra Wagey from Watertown, South Dakota. Some of the things she loves to do besides cosplay is drawing, writing, learning about other cultures, and most of all, dancing. With a huge passion for dancing, she's put on a dance performance at almost every anime convention she's attended. In fact, some of you may recognize her as a proud member of the dance group who won Best Performance at last year's Anime Fusion. It was if you didn't see it last year, it was incredibly impressive, very cool, very well-earned win. This year, she is happy to be the one handing out the award. Please welcome our performance judge, Sierra Wagey. Wagey. Again.
It's okay, everyone knows everyone.
All right, next we have Alan, more commonly known as Paragon, one half of the competitive cosplay duo Wig Cosplay. He was introduced to cosplay while in college and has only grown to enjoy the hobby more as he has had the chance to work with many different materials, leather being his favorite. Known for his hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon 2, that is one of the many award-winning costumes he has created. This last year, Paragon has taken time off from competing to run panels, guest at conventions, and of course, judge craftsmanship at Masquerades. Please welcome our craftsmanship judge, Alan. And last, but certainly not least on our judges panel this year, we have Hayden of Awkward Crow Cosplay, who is a pharmacy technician by day and a fan of all things dark, morbid, and nerdy by night. He's been cosplaying since 2006 and competing since 2011. His favorite cosplay thus far has been Yuna's Gunner dress sphere from Final Fantasy X-2. His favorite part of cosplay is getting to see all the details finally come together, as well as cosplaying from his favorite book series, Percy Jackson the Olympian. As Percy, welcome Hayden of Awkward Crow Cosplay. Let's hear it one more time for our excellent judges this year at the 2016 Cosplay Contest, guys. And with that, we move on to our Journeyman category tonight. First, in our Journeyman category, contestant number 17, Sakura Sunset as Judy Hopps from Zootopia. Anime Fusion made the right move to hire security from outside the convention this year, I think. Next up, we have entry number 18. A vagrant wakes up in a forest with amnesia. His memory is gone, but he is guided by the talking blade of Arahi. He has no name. We skipped 16.
She's waiting back there looking adorable. See, I tried to.
Oh, we have one more beginner cosplay, guys. I'm very sorry about this. No. My apologies. Very sorry, number 16. One more in the beginner category. Please welcome the belle of the ball, Lady Seal Phantom Hive. One more time for Bailey Humphreys Craft. All right. Now number 18, now that I can count correctly. A vagrant wakes up in a forest with amnesia. His memory is gone, but he is guided by the talking blade of Arahi. He has no name. Please welcome Ross Cunha as Dust. Moving on to entry number 19, a princess during daylight, fighting evil by moonlight. Watch out for Brianna Bush as Sailor Rapunzel. That was really cool. I wonder if... No, mine doesn't do that. All right. Next up, we have entry number 20. Presenting the Great British Empire and the not great, but still powerful, French Empire from Axis Powers Italia. It's Cassandra Isaacson as France and Ashley Ritter as England. All right, now let's hear it one more time for our journeyman walk-on cosplayers, everybody.
Hey, it's me again. I'm going to be your favorite person by the end of this. Give me some applause. So, many of you may know this, many of you may not, that our good friend Fur here is a stand-up comedian. And I know that that's all fine and good, he like recorded an album and everything, but I want to teach you guys the only joke that you will ever need to know. At a party, at an awkward dinner, whatever. This is the only joke you need to know. I might not look it because of the pink hair and whatnot, but I've got some Russian in me. This is a very classic Russian joke. You know, the thing about the Russians, they're not very funny. They don't really get humor with the soup lines and the concrete and everything. So, this is what humor is in my country. Elliot, do you want to give me a hand?
Oh yeah!
So, two alligators are flying through the air. First alligator say,
How much does box of nails weigh?
second alligator say,
What shoes? I just graduated!
see, it's hilarious. So, we're gonna practice that one time. Yeah, you guys are gonna help me. So, what are two alligators doing? Look, I knew you were listening. What does the first alligator say?
How much does a box of nails weigh?
Good. What does the second alligator say?
What shoes? I just graduated.
And then what do? We laugh and we laugh and we laugh. We get like a 3.5 on that. Anyway, in the meantime, I'll turn it over for a couple real jokes.
Oh, okay.
You have a mic.
I got a microphone. Apparently we are being stalled a little bit before we get up to our skit or performances tonight. But I actually have a bit prepared for intermission. So I'm just gonna do a couple of one-liners for you guys tonight that I do sometimes to stall time when they're waiting for the performers to get up here. I didn't really get Mambo number 5, but maybe that's because I didn't listen to the first 4. Like, who are these people in this? Who's Tina? Lou Bega. There's no character development in this. Do I just need to wait for the Gritty Mambo reboot? Like, is that a thing? I'm gonna move to Tulsa, and I'm gonna open a punk rock club. And I'm gonna call it Anarchy in the OK. I took my daughter clothes shopping the other day, and there was a shirt that was really concerning to me. It was a shirt for kids that said Future Batman on it. Which just left me looking for a shirt that said Future Chalk Outline. I don't... It wasn't great. What do I have that's not in my set list for this? I like how we're stalling before we even get to intermission. This is good.
We're stalling before the stalling.
We're stalling before we have to stall, guys.
You can lead a rousing sing-along.
I would rather not lead the sing-along, but if Kayleen would like to lead a sing-along, I'm going to wash my hands and turn it over to her. I got the word that technically we're good.
Okay.
Yay!
Thank you very much to our wonderful stall for timers. Now, finally, I am happy and excited to present you our performance cosplayers for the night. During this round, you're going to see a mix of beginners, journeyman, masters, and I believe some exhibitions as well. So let's hear it, before we get started, let's give a big round of applause to our performers, some of whom are actually here for the first time performing. All right, our first performance for you tonight, we have Maya Nethery. Make some noise for noise! Very cool. Next in our performance category, from the hit manga Sailor Moon, please welcome Emily Pei as Sailor Cosmos. Those wings look exceptionally comfortable. Next, we have entry number 24. Very sorry, please welcome Amanda Vodinellich and Kieran Dostal as Marie Antoinette and Lady Oscar.
They say fates can be as kind as they are cruel. A woman raised as a man protects Austrian Princess Marie Antoinette as she marries into French royalty to keep Europe in peace. As the two girls side by side, the relationship changes. Marie, ruling queen over France, and Oscar, Marie's personal commander of the guard. But as they grew close, the divide grew. And Oscar resigned after witnessing the strife of the common people starving in the streets and the French elite enjoying decadent feasts. Affair and revolution ruled these two lives. And as fate became cruel, they faced against each other. The Queen of France against the commander of the revolt. The storming of Bastille in 1789 showed the darker side of fate, as Oscar was struck down in battle with a fatal shot from the royal guard she trained, leaving Marie and her royal family to the stormy trial. Marie's only calming thought in her final days was of her memory of her beloved Oscar, until her string of fate was finally cut in the shape of a guillotine. This is the French Revolution.
Before I saw that wig, I had a riff all planned about how season 7 of Game of Thrones is going to be off the hook. But that hairstyle is historically accurate, and that's awesome. All right, next up we have entry number 25. Fighting is her life. It's what she was made for. Being a quartz gem, her creation was to fit the soldier within the gem world. But sadly, corruption can change you. It's Lux Bovino as Jasper from Steven Universe.
Because I'm better than this place. It's getting worse. I only came back to finish you off. Try not to move. You can't manipulate me, Rose Quartz. I'm not manipulating. I'm trying to help. Help? Help? I've been fighting from the second I broke free of the Earth's crust because of what you
belong in our performance category. If I take another move, if I take another step, then it would fall apart. There'd be nothing of me left. Please welcome Rachel Tangen and Brittany Pesh as Chiral Duo, cosplaying from Clear Dramatical Murder. That song's going to be stuck in my head the rest of the night. All right, moving on to number 28. Please welcome Pirate and Elf Cosplay as Wadanuki from Blood Sea. We have entry number 29, the God of Calamity, the God of Fortune, and his crew. Please welcome Pixel Pines as Yato, Meshika Shadows as Bishimon Ten, Sarah Redmond as Yukine, Haley Rooney as Kofuku, and Drake Utek as Daikoku from Noragami. Next, at number 30, Rin is just really sick of these idol dances. Please welcome Mystic Synthesizer as Rin Hoshizora.
I'm
we have entry number 31, doing whatever they see fit. Please welcome TJ Johnson as Xerxes Break, Jax as Emily, and Fire Cosplay as Azu Salius from Pandora Hearts.
I don't understand. Why won't Alice give me the time of day? Oh.
Someone's having love problems.
What? No way!
He's in denial.
What a loser.
Emily, tisk tisk, saying the truth is hurtful.
I can hear you guys.
What are you talking about? We covered our mouths. There's no way you could possibly have hurt us.
Stupid, he doesn't know how hearing works.
What? I know how hearing works, and it's definitely not how you think it does. See, if I cover my mouth, you can still hear me. And it's not like I couldn't tell you were talking about me in front of my face just because you covered your mouth. And no, I don't have any problems with Alice. Nuh-uh, no way. I mean, why would I? I mean, all Alice cares about is meat. And I mean, who could love that? Well, besides her. Heck, she probably loves herself. So my real problem is that Alice won't even look at me and only cares about meat. I mean, come on, give me a break. Break? Emily? Okay, I'm just going to leave now. Alice, Break and Emily just disappeared. Where are you? I'm really freaked out.
How did they do that? Anyways, all right, moving on. We have entry number 32. Please welcome to the stage Christina Poppy as Howell and Allison Saxton as Sophie. On Dancing with the Stars. All right, next up in our performance category, we have entry number 33, fresh from prancing through a field of roses and petting bunny rabbits on the head. We have Greek goddess Hecate, presented by Kistira Cosplay.
Hello. Do you know who I am? Let me give you some light. I am Hecate, goddess of magic and of mist. It is I who shows what lies down the path set across road. It was I who showed Demeter through the seasons as she searched for her Persephone. And now I give you light and show you your paths. Go to the west, the path most predicted. Go to the east, the path of least difficulty. Go backwards from whence you came and pretend you never reached this point. Or perhaps you will go forward. This is the most difficult and the hardest to succeed with. But when you have, it will have the greatest outcome. The choice is yours. I will lead you no further.
There she goes, jumping in her pink Corvette down a rainbow-paved road to a castle made of lollipops. Next, we have contestants number 34. In a twisted fantasy skirting the edges of reality, Princess Krahe corrupts what is left of Muto's heart and hopes to ensnare what she believes is rightfully hers. Please welcome Margaret Bullis as Muto and Felicity Nicolar as Krahe. the Met. Next, we have entry number 35, Catherine McCord as Pearl, singing It's Over.
I was fine with the men that would come into her life now and again. I was fine, 'cause I knew that they didn't really matter until you. I was fine when you came, and we fought like it was all some silly game. Over she'd choose. After all these years, I never thought I'd lose. It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? You won and she chose you, and she loved you and she's gone. It's over, isn't it? Why can't I move on? War and glory, reinvention, fusion, freedom, her attention out in daylight, my potential, bold, precise, experimental. Who am I now in this world without her? Petty and dull with the nerve to doubt her. What does it matter? It's already done. I've got to be there for her son. It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? You won and she chose you, and she loved you and she's gone. It's over, isn't it? Why can't I move on? It's over, isn't it? Why can't I move on?
Excellent, excellent, there we go. Excellent job. Okay. Next, in our performance category, we have contestants number 36. We get to see what happens when the stars dance on Halloween night. Please welcome Dancing Stars on Me, featuring Melissa Sowers as Ellie and Rachel Cuddle as Nozomi. Spooktacular performance. They liked it, I don't know. Next up in the performance category, we have contestants number 37. Ashley and Sabrina are wearing costumes made by Sabrina. They are cosplaying Princess Luna and Celestia from My Little Pony. This is their first ever contest. Please welcome Sabrina Haben as Princess Celestia and Ashley and Stack as Princess Luna. first timers. That was excellent. Good job. All right. And that brings us to our final contestant for the night in the 2016 Anime Fusion Cosplay Contest. After that, our judges will dismiss for about 20 or so minutes and take on the very difficult task of deciding who takes home all of the awards tonight. But first, let's bring up our last couple tonight. And last but certainly not least of our performance group, dancing to their hit song Kaguya no Shiro Odoritai, please welcome Rin and Maki to the stage. It's Victoria Hansen and Angela Zhang. Cosplayers tonight. You saw a phenomenal group of individuals that came up here tonight, put it all on the line for you guys. And with that, I would like to dismiss our judges to go over the winners for tonight's cosplay contest. Although really, we are all the winners for having been able to witness such wonderful costumes tonight.
Hello, I am the cosplay director for Anime Fusion. I apologize for the earlier technical difficulties that caused a little bit of delay. These are my wonderful judges and my backstage director, who also helps me make sure everything goes smoothly. Because of the earlier scuffle, I was not backstage to see the awards, so I am giving her my director's choice to get up this year.
Do I do that right away?
Yes.
Cool. So I got to pick the director's choice, was pretty nifty. So I chose to award Jessica Peary as Esmeralda. I hope she's in here. This girl's costume is beautiful and her stage presence totally rocks, so.
All right, we are now going on to the judges' choices.
Yay!
All right, so for my judge's choice, I wanted to give that to Brianna Bush as Sailor Rapunzel. Her hairline's on.
Choice, I chose entry 38. Let's see, where is their name? This is me. This is what happened. Okay, by Victoria and Angela.
As Rin and Maki from Love Live.
Thank you. I need assistance with these things. Are they still here? Entry 38, Rin and Maki.
All right.
Okay.
Alright, for my judge's choice, I decided to go with entry number 12, Fenris by Ren.
For my judge's choice, I decided to give it to Chris Riddle as Soga King.
Next, we're going to give out the major awards after the Soga King comes off.
All awards are major awards.
Well, yes, all awards are major awards. But these are the awards that mean they are no longer in the class they're getting the award from unless they're master. So, the first one. Oh yes, this is actually one other exception. Best up-and-comer is for a contestant who we feel blew us away with their workmanship and the amount of stuff they tackled. It's not necessarily that they have the cleanest workmanship, but we know in a few years they're going to be up there on this stage giving out the awards. Bailey as Cecil Phantom Hive. CL. Totally forgot I was giving out this award. And it's not actually but we are very impressed with your cosplay skill, and we look forward to seeing you standing with us in the future.
Thank you.
Back doesn't lead anywhere, it's a lie. Okay.
All right, so next we're giving out the best novice workmanship.
All right, and so best novice goes to Simone Stark as Ruby Rose.
So, moving on to Best Journeyman, we have Winkle by Shino.
At smaller format conventions, you're now a master.
For Best Masters, we have entry number 32, Sophie and Howell, Christina Pope and
And now we have Best Performance. And I have chosen entry number 34, Princess Chi-Chi, Felicity, and Margaret.
we should probably like be now or something.
the people who will not be competing next year because one of them will be judging. We have Best in Show.
We need another drum roll.
Amanda and Kieran. For Lady of Versailles.
We won't make you guys jump up on stage.
Vive la France! Vive you! Vive la France! Awesome, thank you. Take it out.
Take it out. This ends the cosplay contest for 2016. See you next year, and if you want, you should compete!